Well, guys, I'm here again, and I'm still working on the 34 Chevrolet. I have gotten the driver's side stripped out, and I'm starting to put it all back and getting it aligned. And let me show you what it takes to get some of this stuff aligned. And a little bit of it is guesswork. So there's no science to it. And there's almost zero measuring you can do. You have to guesstimate everything you do and then tweak it after you put it together. Let me give you a look-see. All right. Like I said, I've got it all stripped out. I got the sill plate in. It is just in with one clamp as the moment. And I'm putting the door together. I've gotten the rotten wood out of the door, and I'm putting the door together. And as you see, the ropes going this way and those ropes going that way. I had to twist the door as I'm putting it together. And then I'm putting glue on everything. So of course you have to let the glue dry. And then you got to hope that the amount of twist you got in the door will be enough, or maybe not too much, to line everything back up. So it's a little bit of a guesswork thing here. Give it my best, and we'll see what happens. But this is what the fun of rebuilding a door is on a Chevrolet. Yeah, it's a long ways from doing steel work. And this side I thought it wasn't quite as bad as the other side, but it's just almost exactly the same. There's some more of the old pieces I pulled out. And this is the old sill that was in there. Oops, the sun's right in our eyes here. And the shades, there you go, get it over here out of there. You can see just how bad it was. This is the driver's side. And of course I whacked this off, cut this off to get it out. And she's perfect. Yeah, it's a lot of rotten wood in these things. Yeah, boy. Huh. But it'll be okay. She'll be all right. I just wanted to give you a little quick look-see at it to see what I'm doing. Yeah, so it's going to be a little bit short here because this is basically all I've done. I just wanted to show the door being glued up. And of course, like I said, this is a little bit of a guesswork here. It looked like I tweaked it enough, but we'll see. Trying to get the body lines because this one was sagging about that much. So I had to move it up every bit of a 3/8 of an inch. And of course the other side was anywhere from 3/4 to an inch. And I got that all bolted in, and she's good to go. And once I get all this done, I can start whacking floors in it, but that should be fairly easy. The only pain in the butt is going to be when I get up and start doing the overhead to see what I got to do up there, because I got to make a jig and make all these frames, because I'm going to put a slight arch to them, because if you try to make them straight, they'll sag on you. So just put a slight arch to them, and that'll keep them from sagging. And of course I got to make them out of 2 pieces and glue them up. Glue the 2 pieces together. And they're very small. These look like somebody's added them, because if you look all the way to the other side, you can see it's only about, looks like 1.5 inches cut. And these things look like they're 3/4 of an inch thick, or width, like square, 3/4 square, which is way tiny. They should be a lot wider. So I think somebody's put a roof in this once before. They just maybe didn't do a great job, or they didn't believe in putting a little bit of extra strength into it. But I'm going to try to make it so you can dance on it. All right, guys. So this is where we are. And not much else. I've got so much glue on my hands that my fingers are completely black. And I can't get it off of them. I have to take them to the wire brush. And I tried solvent, and well, I just have to wash my hands and wash my hands and wash my hands. All right, guys. So I'll see y'all later until I start on either the floors or the roof. All right, guys. Later. Well, guys, I'm back again working on the 1934 Chevrolet, and I'm getting ready to do the top because I want to glue all the bows up. So let me give you a look-see of what I've done up to now and take a look at what's up top, the condition it is in, and what I am going to use, the wood I'm going to use to make it all. All right, let me give you a look-see. All right, I had to go to Lowe's, of all places, in Tappahannock to grab a sheet of plywood because nobody had the plywood I wanted. And this is what I've done now. And it isn't finished, but at least the car has got a lot of strength left in it now. It's braced up. I've got to put 2 more braces like this going across, and I've got the sheet metal taken care of up here in both corners, and there's 2 more pieces of sheet metal's got to go in, and of course I've got to router everything to accept plywood, but it's a good foundation now. You know, it's not rotted like it was, but there's, like I said, there's still more cutting to do on all of this. So I got to do a rabbet cut through here, and then put other pieces in, do a rabbet cut on those. So that's the floor. But all that's fairly quick to do. But I want to get these bows made, because they're going to take you know, overnight to harden up, because I'm going to glue them together. I'm going to get all the flex out of it, because it is, you know, this is really bad, and it's got a bad sag. So I'm going to make all new pieces here, these strips, and then we're going to make new ones here, and then I've got to fix all the wood that goes all the way around the car, and then I've got to do something with this mess up here. All this is bad, so I got to redo that, and so we're going to make all new wood for that. So let me give you a look-see at the materials I'm going to use. Since the wood kit is sort of out of hand, because I found one, but it was so pricey, it was unbelievable. This is some of the sheet metal I've got to work on. This is part of the floor, and you can see it's riddled with holes, and of course it's gone up there, and this whole leading edge is gone. So we got to work on that. I'll make something out of that. And these pieces here, they go on the floor towards the driver's area, and they're too bad to use. They're rotted and they're paper thin anymore. So I've got to make these. So I'll just cut up some sheet metal and fabricate them and bend them up, and I think we'll be good to go. I was hoping I could just knock the wood out and then we'd move on, but apparently I've got to do this as part of the floor. So we'll see how that's going to go. And this is the only piece of plywood I have left in the whole floor, right here. And as you can see, it needs something. So we're going to make all shiny and new stuff. And this is weird. I'm not sure what this is. It almost looks like maybe something you'd put your heel in and use to push the starter button. I think this is the starter. where the starter comes through. Or possibly, oh, I know what it is. It's gas pedal. That's gas pedal. Never mind. I just figured it out. Gas pedal went in there. Just took me a minute to figure it out because it didn't look like anything. And it doesn't go anywhere. And this is the first 34 Chevy I've seen this part of the floor on. And of course, you don't pay attention to this stuff. But let me give you a look-see of everything else. All right, that was quick and easy. And the pile of rotten wood that I'm taking out of this car just keeps getting bigger and bigger. This is all part of the floor, only the floor. And I haven't even tacked the roof yet. So it's, this year wasn't much to it. See, these are some of the cuts I've got to make, and there's a cut across here. So I've got to duplicate. You can see that's a rabbit cut there. So it's no big deal. All right, let me give you a look-see of what I am going to use. There's two different pieces of wood I'm going to use, or two different thicknesses. This is what we're going to use for all the bows. They had like plywood up there, and I didn't like that. So I got me some mahogany strips, and we're going to cut those to fit. And this is what's going to be going across parallel with the car right here, in place of those plywood rotten strips he has up there, because they're a little stiffer. And it's going to get dark here in a minute. I'm walking through the garage back to the table saw. Look, hey, projects after projects. This is my 30 Ford Model A. Of course, that's the Mustang I'm working on. Yeah, need to find somebody who wants this car. She's ready to go. Just paint, do the interior, and put the fenders on it. All right, this is what I'm going to make all the bows out of. This stack of lumber here. This is all mahogany. It's used mahogany, but it doesn't matter when you glue it up and saw it. And those are some more of the strips that I'm going to use. But this is what I'm going to make all the bows out of. And I'm going to glue them together and then put one over top each other and epoxy them. But I got to make a jig for them because they have to have a little crown to them. So that's what we're working with now. And she'll be good. There's not much else I can say about it. So, all right. So, that's where we are right now. And once I get everything glued up, I'll give you another look-see. And you can see if what it looks like when I get it all glued up. And see if I can make a little bit of a difference in the car. All right, guys. So until next time, I'll see y'all later. Bye. How y'all doing again? This is Cliff. I'm still working on the 1934 Chevrolet, and I just finished the floors up in it. And I'm getting ready to start on to the roof frames and the roof and the wood in the top. And in the last video, I showed you all the wood I was going to use to cut the frames up here. And so I wanted to show you what the frames look like after I got them epoxied up and sealed, and what I'm going to do next. All right, guys, let me give you a look-see. All right, well, this is the floor. And she's in, and it is good enough for me. I can't see it from my house when he's driving down the road. That's where the battery goes, and there'll be a top on that. And this back here is a piece of sheet metal that goes on this here. And so it came out okay. And these panels are all removable. When I get completely through, I'll screw them down, but in such a way that they can be taken back up. And so this takes care of the wood in the bottom half of the car. So this is what I'm going to tackle next. All of what you see here. I'm just going to cut it out at one big slab and fix the wood that's around the sheet metal. And then we're going to start laying in some new wood there. And I'm going to see if I can make it just a little bit stronger than what's up here. Because this is a little bit hokey. I want to make it so you can at least stand on it. All right, let me give you a look-see. Okay, I spent yesterday cutting these up, and I made a jig and glued them all together. This is all the wood that, these are going to be the overhead frames. And I just put some sealer on them to protect them. You can see they're two pieces that are glued together. And if you look down them, you can see they got a crown to them. All of them. A little bit of a crown. And it's the same shape there as the roof itself. So this will take care of the sag. Now these things are super stiff. I mean super stiff. You can't push them down unless you wanted to really get after it. So because I glued them together, they are some kind of stiff. All right, well, that's really all I wanted to show you. Yeah, there's not much else here at this moment until I get the rest of the roof cut out. And then maybe I'll make another little quick video on this thing. All right. All right, guys. I told you it's going to be short. Sort of like me, short, you know. All right. So I'll see y'all later. Bye.